On the very next breath, then slowly anchor the hands and push back and maybe take a seat onto the heels. And then we take a big breath in and we sweep the arms up into the ceiling. And then feel free to lace your fingers and start to press the palm toward the ceiling. We take a big breath in. And the very next exhalation, we tuck the chin, flip the palm, and pretend there's a giant beach ball in front of you. We're giving that ball a hug. So going back and forth, we take a big breath in, turn the palm, and pushing toward the ceiling. And then breathe out the other direction. So maybe 2 more times. Or the very last one. Now we stay in this giant beach ball pose. I don't know where's the name coming from. You know what I mean? And we're going to slowly separate the hands. So if it feels good, we're just going to slide the hands by the side, palms facing up. And slowly we fold into our rabbit pose. Rabbit pose feels good when we have an empty tummy. I just made myself a soup and it's so yummy. So I don't have too much of an empty tummy. So rabbit pose feels uncomfortable. So if it's you, just come out. It's okay. Now, very slowly, we place the hands on the floor. Now we start to tuck the toes. We find our first down dog. Maybe pedal the feet. Maybe be still. Maybe keep wiggle from side to side. Maybe stay in cat and cow or on child's pose and whatever works at this point. And then we slowly walk the feet toward the hands. So we're coming to the very front of the mat. And feel free to take the block with you if you have a chair or a little stool. We can use that as well. Now feet about hip distance apart, maybe rock from side to side. Now we start to come up halfway. If you want to, place your hands on the blocks and just let the chest lift. Or you can always come onto your fingertips. We try to find a mild sensation today. And the very next exhalation, we fold. The very next inhalation, we rise just one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the ceiling. And very next exhalation, bring the hands behind us, lace the fingers, lift the chest. And slowly bend our legs. Still lift the chest if it's possible. At exhalation, we fold. Inhalation, bend our legs and sit back. Let the chest rise. And slowly we stand all the way up and come back into that chest opener. So let's go there 2 more times. And start to bend our legs. Sit back. And then when we're ready, let the upper body fold over the thighs. Now we sit back again. Let the upper body rise. And when we're ready, just release all together and stand back up. One more time. And this time, let's release the arms And bring the arms behind us. We circle forward. Hands in front of the heart. Take it back to the chair. Freedom for the arms this time. Slowly rise. And exhalation, sit back. Let's go there one more time. Breathing, rise. Breathe out, sit back. Chair. If you're looking for more today, stay here for 5 more breaths. On the very next breath, then fold. Hands again, maybe on the blocks, maybe on the floor. Maybe we like to do some wiggle from side to side or forward and back. Now I'm going to take the one of those legs, doesn't matter actually which leg. It's going to go back and lower the knee, relax the foot. So from here, you might want to have the blocks handy. You might like to just put your hands on the floor. And we're going to sit back to that runner stretch. We'll take a big breath in. Shift your weight forward and let that hip descend to upper body rise. And then sit back. I love the blocks. And just to extend the length of the arms. I see some people do yoga just effortlessly. And if you pay attention, they have long arms and legs. I don't. So we have to work the body accordingly. Do whatever feels good. Now we're taking one more breath here. And come here into that lunge position. And this is okay. You think your hip might be ready. Hands might be on the floor. Let that hip descend. Now we're going to hug the elbows in. Walk your hands maybe in line with that front foot. And I'm going to slowly lower down into a gentle push-up to the comfortable place for your hip. And then breathing, release that tension. Breathe out, we sit back. Going down, chest toward the floor. Breathe in, push the floor away. So we're going to go for 2 more. Breathe out, chest lower down. Breathe in, push the floor away. Last one. And push the floor away. Now from here, we're just going to relax the hands or you might like to come all the way down to the forearms at this point and just give your hip just a little bit more attention. Or the forearms might be on the blocks. That might feel so much better. Yes, that's nicer for me. And keep wiggling the hip around if that's nice. And then very, very slowly, we come back up. So from here, we're going to tap the back toes, lift the back knee, and we send that back foot forward. And we're going to sit down. So whichever leg was at the back, it's going to still be at the back, and the other leg is at the front. Let's come into a seated position. Place the back of your hands on the knees. Let the shoulders sink. Now take a big inhalation. We slowly reach the arms up into the ceiling. Exhalation, let's do a twist, and doesn't matter which side. I'm just picking a side. Now, on the very next inhalation, we slowly rise. Exhalation, the other direction. We're going for the twist. Now, inhalation, make our way back to the center. Arms to your side. Exhalation, we're giving ourselves a hug. And maybe you like to stay. Maybe you like to fold. Maybe you like to go up and down. Or maybe you like to come to eagle. So sometimes we like to go further. Sometimes just halfway there is perfect. Now, very next inhalation, we're pushing the hip onto the floor. Upper body open again. Exhalation, we're giving ourselves a hug again. Cross your arms the other way. Slide the shoulders. Tuck your chin. Round your back. Feel free to keep rocking from side to side or be still. Give your body a lot of comfort. Now, very slowly, we're going to make our way back. So from here, whichever leg is at the back is going to go to the front. So we come back to our down dog or forward fold to the front of the mat. And then whenever you're ready, the other leg, step back. Relax the foot, relax the knee. Again, and maybe the block feels wonderful at this point. And give that hip some rock from side to side. Now we take a big breath in, lift the chest and find some energy and movement. Breathe out, runner stretch. Breathe in forward. Breathe out, runner stretch. Maybe 2 more times. One side, the body says, yeah, go for it. The other side says, don't do it. Now we're going to go for one more. Now come back to that lunge position. Again, you can keep the block there or ditch the block for now. Walk the hands almost in line with the foot, the front foot. Hug the elbows in and then start to come down just a little bit. Breathe in, pushing the floor away. Breathe out. Or the other way around. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe in, pushing the floor away. Whatever makes sense. And then lower down. Last time. Now from here, let's just completely lower down, maybe onto the forearms, maybe still the hands, maybe forearms onto the blocks. Now take your time on the very next breath. We're going to slowly come up. And again, we're going to bring the back foot in. Take your time. Now the other leg, the back leg is going to be at the back. We cross our legs again. Find our sitting bones. And from here, we're going to give your body a little bit time to reset. Let the arms sink onto, hands sinking onto your knees. Now, anytime you're ready, we slowly reach the arms on the very next inhalation. Exhalation, this time I'm going for a side bend. Inhalation, center. Exhalation, the other side. Back and forth. Maybe 2 more times, side to side. Very last one. Very last side. Make our way back to the center. Last time and give our neck just a little bit of a rotation from here since we're here. And we're actually going to bring the energy up just a little bit. In this time of the day, I need a lot of time to loosen it up. So if you like to place your hands on the knees, if that feels better, we go there. The neck. A lot of people get Chinook headache and they say this is Chinook coming. This coming week is gonna be plus. Can you believe it? So yeah, we being proactive and just to release and pay attention to releasing any stiffness around the shoulder and neck. Now maybe one more time, side to side. Now we slowly make our way back to the center. So however we like, we're gonna come back onto our hands and knees, tuck the toes back to down dog. And maybe you like to stay in down dog, maybe child's pose or cat and cow feels better at this point. Wherever we are, some very deep breaths. Feel free to sigh out every time we exhale. And start to again walk the hands and feet, feet toward the hands. Let's come to the front of the mat. Now again, have the block handy or a chair, or if it doesn't bother you, the floor or on the wall. And let's take a leg. Doesn't matter. Again, doesn't matter which leg. We're going to take it behind us. And then from here, we try to lift the upper body and turn the 5 toes down behind you. Reach your heart forward. And here's our warrior 3. Your body is really big and flat. And the very next exhalation, we'll bring down knee to nose to knee. We squeeze everything together. So breathe in. Your hands might be on the countertop, might be on the wall, might be on the chair. And then breathe out, we squeeze. So that's the stability. Breathe in. It's better than the roller. And exhalation. Last one. Inhalation. Exhalation. This time, inhalation, stretch. And then we're going to ground the 5 toes to the very back of the mat, pushing down to both feet. And slowly we come up to our crescent lunge. Hands in front of the heart, relax the shoulders. So from here, just going to go a little bit up and down. That's it. Pause. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hinge forward. Take your block and lift your back leg. Again, turn your 5 toes again down toward the floor. Reach your heart. Let's go there. Just 5 more, or maybe more. We'll see. Exhalation, squeeze. Inhalation, kick. Exhalation, squeeze. Inhalation, kick. 3 more. And the very last time. And again, I'm going to stretch the leg to the very back of the mat and rise one more time. And this time, when we stay, we lower the arms to exhalation. Inhalation all the way up. Exhalation all the way down. Repeat. 5, 4, 3, 2, last time. Again, hinge forward, hands on the blocks or not, and then ground the back foot just to bring the back foot in just a little bit until you can ground the foot into about 45 degree. And we send that front hip back, the back hip forward. So we try to level up so your left and right hip is side by side, and we stay in that pyramid. Feel free to go for a twist. My body says no, but if you like to, you can go for a twist toward that front leg. If your body says no, it's a no. Don't force your body to do things that doesn't like to do. This is your practice. I'm only giving suggestions. Now, very, very slowly, I'm going to bend that front leg and send the front foot forward, forward foot. Breathe, and let's rise all the way into the ceiling. Maybe slide your hands in front of the heart and come into a reset and relax the thumbs. Feel free to, from here, start doing some rocking onto your tippy toes and slowly come back onto your heels. Then breathe in on your toes, breathe out back onto the heels. Now going for one more rocking forward and back. And then we find the stillness. Take a big breath in and we rise. And breathe out. Swan dive. Bend our legs a lot. Hands again on the blocks or on the floor on the countertop. So the other foot is going to anchor. I'm going to take the other leg back now. Like you're trying to push the back wall away. Turn your 5 toes down. Reach your heart forward and we take a big breath in. Exhalation, knee to nose, nose to knee. Inhalation, kick that wall away. Exhalation, squeeze. Sometimes the second side feels easier. In the words of Bernie Clark, it's inspired. Maybe we're opening up just a little bit more. That's why. Now we're going for one more. Then we take that leg all the way to the back and ground the 5 toes and start to pushing onto your grounding space. Rise, hands in front of the heart. And then just gonna go, I'm falling. A little bit up, a little bit down. If you're noticing the balance is off, bring your legs a little bit further apart. Like width-wise. This is for stability. Let's make it quite small. A little bit down, a little bit up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Very last one. Lift your back knee, hinge, and slowly anchor back and come back. One more time. This is the Warrior 3 variation. Take a big breath in. Exhalation, knee to nose, nose to knee. Let's go 5. Inhalation, kick. Exhalation, squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Come back to the Warrior 3. Ground the 5 toes behind us again. Rise, this time a little bit bigger. Breathe in. Exhalation, come down, arms to your side. Inhalation, rise. Exhalation, down. Let's go there for two more. Last time. Hinge forward. Hands again on the blocks. This time, take it with you. If you have countertop, have to move the lower body. And then we're going to ground the back foot till we're coming to pyramid. So shift your hip back if there's extra. Again, if there's extra, go for a twist. Again, the side says, don't do it. If body says don't do it, we just don't do it. This is the strength when we have in the society of pushing further and further, achieving more and more, listening, being able to listen and follow the lead of the body is a form of strength. Now we're taking one more breath as we slowly bend our knee. We take that leg forward back to our forward fold. And from here, walk the feet heel, toe wider. Turn the toes out, heels in, and slowly come down into a squat. Knees away from each other, and stay here for a few more breaths. Now this is wonderful. Start to reach the arms up. Feel free to press your hands together or lace your fingers. Draw the fingers toward the ceiling. Now from here, we're going to slowly bring the hands down around the spine. Reach your fingertips forward. Now very, very slowly, we release back from this position. And then just come to our down dog and take your time. And we transition to our hands and knees. As I promised, we're going to roll the thighs. Ouchie. Hopefully the thighs are not too bad. My IT band is always bad. One side, right side is always really, really tight. Always give me like sweats when I have to roll on it, but it's always a good idea to do it. I find it so whenever you're ready, I find it so much better after. So let's do it. On the sides first, elbows on the floor. And then when we're ready, we roll to the top of the knees. Not too bad today. Roll all the way to all over, just throughout the entire thighs. Woo-hoo. Yeah, the top of the knees is supposed to be tight because of those fascias really protecting your knee joints. So it's actually a good idea to have very tight area. Now, if you're ready, maybe even bend our legs and then slowly loosen it up. Bend a little bit and slowly straighten it. Maybe three more. Maybe two. And on the very last one, maybe you like to stay, just plop the belly on the floor, maybe do some windshield wipe, forehead on the floor.